Hello, CEO teachers, and welcome back to the show. This is our fourth and final episode all about SEO secrets. And we've been doing a series for the last couple of weeks. If you haven't had a chance to check us out, be sure to go back the last 3 episodes so that you can get up to date on SEO best practices to know exactly what's going to help your resources sell this back to school season. Now, I am so thrilled to be chatting with you today because this is one of the last episodes we'll record before we close down the CEO teacher membership for the remainder of the year. And today's one is a special one. Today, I want to chat with you about the secret number 4, which is how to deliver content that completely revolves around you and your brand so that you can be known for anything that you want, even if people aren't searching for it just yet. So stick around, you don't want to miss it, and I'll see you in today's show. Teachers, now that school's out for the summer, I want to let you in on a special secret. The most successful teachers looking to make extra income online all have a few things in common: a rock-solid foundation, a beautiful, supportive community, and a proven path to follow. And it's time for you to be able to get it all done. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing this summer inside of the CEO Teacher Membership. Whether you choose to make a bigger impact in the classroom next year, or you decide it's time to let the sunshine on some hidden depths of your heart and influence education in a unique and non-traditional way, the CEO Teacher Membership was made just for you. A vibrant educational rock star who is looking to turn their passion into profit online. The complete CEO Teacher Membership now includes the Teacher Income Challenge plus over 300 on-demand bingeable lessons to help you get started creating your very own teacher business this summer. Every summer has a story, and it's time that you make this one yours. When you're ready to finally make your worth and go from #teacher-tired to creator of your own future, this will be the moment that you always remember. All you have to do is grab your proven pathway for success or be inspired to blaze your own trail, and it's all at your fingertips inside of this one-stop business school for teachers. Grab your poolside summer school seat now by going to caseymorris.com and start making extra income before we close down the doors when school starts back and break into your next school year. And we'll see you inside of the membership. Shel Israel said, "A thought leader is someone who looks at the future and sets a course for it that others will follow." And Mark Ostrovsky said, "Everyone knows what search engines are, but relatively few know exactly how to use them effectively." I first learned about search engine optimization, as I've shared 100 times on the floor of Books A Million. And I really wanted to learn the language of the computers. And now we teach our students exactly how to figure out what people are searching for, plus what you're passionate about, how to marry that together so that you can be found inside of Google in every single search every single time. Well, a huge question that some of our students ask, and it's a great question, is, yeah, but I started my own thing. Like, I created this product or service and no one's searching for it, but I know it's popular and I know people need it and I want to know how to sell that. And to you, I say, I like your style, but we got to slow down before we can speed up. And that should be encouraging rather than discouraging, because it means that you can create a brand that belongs to you, but it will take some time, and people don't like to hear that. So think about this entire experience as a lifelong process. I'm really not into easy, quick money, friends. So I want to teach you how to start a revolution today. That means that you're going to need some hand-holding over the next couple of months. I think that it takes at least 6 months to a year to start a revolution if you're already an established business. If you're just getting started, I think it might take you 3 to 5 years. And I think that that should bring you a little bit of comfort, knowing that nobody can just come on the block and then make something instantly. Yes, those happen sometimes whenever someone goes viral or something explodes on TikTok or on Instagram. But I don't think that businesses that go viral last very long. And that's a really hard pill for people to swallow, is that people shoot for virality and they want something to explode on the internet. And while that's amazing and it does help your business, if you don't have a product or service that has a customer journey or a really long lifespan, you just made one sale and that's it. And people get really stuck in that space of I was successful and now I'm not, and they beat themselves up and they go down a spiral or the drain of despair and say, I don't know how to get it back. I only had it that once. And they lose their business mindset and they really don't ever recover from that. And so I don't want that for you. I want you to start a revolution that's going to last. Yes, it may take you 6 months to start your very own keyword that people are searching for. And it may take 5 years before it becomes $1 million business, but that's okay, right? Hard work is just that. A lot of people miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work. That's a quote by Thomas Edison. So just remember that as you think about starting a revolution, and know that I'm here to hold your hand, but the doors to the CEO teacher memberships are closing in the next week or two. I'll be giving you the exact date coming up in our next podcast episode, but I just want you to know that in the next week or two, we're closing down the doors for the entire year for 2023, and we will not open again until 2024. So if you're interested in starting a revolution, go to CaseyMorris.com so you don't miss out, so that we can work on this together over the next 6 months. So why are you creating your own keyword? Because it's not going to get a lot of traction in the beginning. Casey, you're making me do this fake work. No one's going to search for it, but I have this great idea. Tell me what to do. Well, creating a unique keyword allows you to establish your credibility in the online space. It sets you up as an authority on a specific subject or a topic. Social media users love engaging with original and creative content. A word comprising of or including a hashtag symbol in some cases can be registered as a trademark or service, but usually only if it functions as an identifier or source of your goods or services. So I don't recommend you using a hashtag to pick your word. I think about you using a series of words put together that you can eventually trademark. The great news here is that if you don't have money to trademark your term just yet, there is something known as you were the first in commerce. So if you're the first person to use that term and you have proof that you've been around and you've used it before someone else gets it, you can legally get a lawyer and fight to get your trademark. I have experience in this area. So if you're thinking, I want to start this thing, I'm not sure if it's going to take off. I know I want to trademark it eventually, but I don't really have the money to do that right now. Go ahead and start. If someone comes in and takes your idea and you haven't trademarked it yet, the good news is that if you start making a lot of income and you want to trademark it, you can still win if you can prove that you were first to commerce, meaning that you were the person that created that term first. Now, where this could arise is a problem could arise is if it's a really great concept and a really big named company decides that they want to take that from you. They see that you've created it. You've already talked about it. They want to take it and run with it. And they have a lot more money to fight than you do. They may just drag you out and they may say, well, I'll just drag them out until they don't have any money left and then they'll give it up. So what I learned from Sarah Blakely, who is the creator of Spanx, is that sometimes you should keep your great ideas to yourself until you're ready to share them with the world. So start doing things revolving around your keyword or topic and don't tell anyone because your ego takes over when you begin to tell everyone. I didn't tell anyone about my business for over a year, not even my mama. For one, I was afraid of failure and I didn't want anyone to say I told you so. And for two is that I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to explain it to people. Even now, I'm like, I tell people I own an online business because it's not really worth me trying to explain what I do unless they really genuinely care. Then I'll go into details. But think about that as you're starting it. It's crucial to use and to create keywords that are most relevant to this revolution you want to create or the content or target audience that you want to reach. Google dominates other search engines with more than 8.5 billion searches each day. If you have multiple pages and posts about the same topic on your site, Google is going to get confused. We talked about duplicate content in an episode maybe last week or the week before. I'm not sure. Keyword cannibalization is not recommended. Don't use a bunch of keywords that will cannibalize. Okay, we got it. Single most important Google ranking factor is the quality of your content forever and always. Amen. So I know you know all the things that you should do to optimize your content because you've been listening to the show every single week in July and you're ready to get seen among the masses. I'm so proud of you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Finding the gaps in the marketplace, remember, is our Willy Wonka's golden ticket to help you grow your reach. So now it's time to officially be a leader in the field that you have chosen. So when I first got started, I wanted to help teachers sell their resources online when I started my current business. And I didn't know what that looked like yet. I started a program called Transform Your Resources. Then I wanted to make a membership and I called it Make Your Mark. And I learned more about what businesses that thrived looked like. And I wanted people to see themselves in my brand. And I needed a name for that. And I was at a conference and I was like, I think it's CEO teacher. And someone said, well, what about teacher CEO? And I was like, no, like for me, it is like you are a chief executive officer teacher. Like that to me makes more sense than a teacher that I don't know. And so either way, we have the trademark. You can use it either way. But I found out exactly who we wanted to be in that moment. That was back in 2019, which was about a year after I had started my current version of my business. And so I want to just encourage you that you may not know exactly what it is yet that you want to start a revolution about, but creating your very own keyword and start using it everywhere is going to help you gain traction and eventually be known for your specific niche content. What's so exciting is that our word now, if you understand green lights and yellow lights and red lights with keywords and difficulty, is that you can't hardly even rank for our trademark, which is cool, which you couldn't use it anyways, but even if you wanted to, it's really difficult because we rank for it so high. I want to caution you though, again, this is a long game. You most likely won't become an overnight viral sensation for your keyword, but that is okay. It's not like you're going to run a marathon in a day. You have to practice. Simply adding a hashtag to the beginning of a phrase will help you create that hashtag to share on social media. What I love that so many of our students use our hashtag and I get to see that and it makes me so excited. And our competitors use it because they know so many people look at that hashtag. And I'm like, heck yes, this feels so good. And now you've learned a lot about SEO in the last few weeks and you know that traction happens across all platforms. So find your own hashtag worthy word or words, even if it doesn't have a hashtag attached. You create it that way and start including it in all of your content. When you're ready, remember, we don't want to go too soon, too fast because someone might take our idea. We want to make sure that we are planned and ready to go. We're going to talk about it on social, create Pinterest pins, buy the domain if you don't already. Make sure it's not already trademarked. Think like a customer. What is your tagline? What do your people need to succeed? What are they missing when they ask Google for questions? So they say everything in life is Googleable, and I don't believe that that's true. I think that everything in life is Googleable if you know the right steps to take, but figuring out the pathway is the hardest part. So if you know the questions to ask, yes, you could Google it and probably inadvertently figure it out. But knowing the correct pathways where people need you the most. Identify your target audience, which we've talked about creating an ideal customer avatar, really hone in on their needs, their problems, and their sticking points, and create a word or a cluster of words that solves their problems. Be very, very specific. Go ahead and niche down. We believe there are riches in the niches, and that sounds so silly, but the more specific you can be, the better off you'll be. There are thousands of searches each month for this example, literacy lessons. But you want to create a specialized term for your audience so they don't have to weed through the thousands and thousands of results that aren't specific to their literacy lesson needs. So I think about our student Beth Hall. She specializes in creating AP language arts, specifically revolved around rhetorical analysis, essays. And she has grown a huge following because the people looking for her content are looking for the parts of AP language. They are struggling with specifically rhetorical analysis essays. So you see, what she did was that she became very specific. She niched down. And watching her grow has been amazing. Find gaps in the marketplace. Listen to your people. Listen to them over and over again. Hear the questions that they ask, even if they're not asking them to you directly. Go listen to what they ask your competitors. Review your site's content on the topic and make sure that you are in line with that specific niche. So I wanted to give you some real life examples of people who have created their very own long tail keywords, who have quote unquote started a revolution, and really help you understand that when you search each of these terms, now many results show up, and many of them in the beginning were virtually unknown. The first, Rising Tide Society. We've had Natalie Frank on the show before. I love her. I love her. I watch her on social media all the time and am flabbergasted by the way that she uses her words. It's the good stuff. If you don't follow Natalie Frank, be sure to do that. She also has a book called Built to Belong. So good. And then she has another book. I'm not sure if it's released yet. I don't know if her other book is released yet. I need to check. So Rising Tide Society is a community of small business owners that want to work alongside one another and help lift each other up. The website, it's swoon worthy. I just love everything that Rising Tide Society embraces, and we look to them for guidance, and really, I just love what they do. Next is, you may have heard of it, Teachers Pay Teachers. It's where educators create resources for other teachers to simplify their lives. But just a few years ago, no one had ever heard of it. Next up is CEO Teacher, and it's for teachers who are looking to become the CEO of their future and want to make more income and influence online doing what they love, which is teaching. The last few episodes have been all about SEO secrets, or search engine optimization secrets, that our most successful CEO teachers are applying at every piece of content that they produce. It can take a lot of time to organize these, which is why we give organization templates and go over how to do that in our programs. And it may take you a while to optimize this for multiple platforms and to learn to love the process. But once you get very clear, plan on showing up online, understand your SEO, know what long tail keywords are, learn to speak the language of a computer, then all of the moving parts that come along with optimization will begin to exponentially grow the reach of your audience. And it becomes this beautiful snowball effect. It becomes this cool thing when you're in the airport and people go, "Are you Casey?" Or, "Oh my gosh, I love listening to your show." And you go from, "I was just the girl that had an idea," to, "We have started a revolution." SEO, remember, is Willy Wonka's golden ticket. It's the kickstart to success for your growth and prosperity. And I cannot wait to see you flourish in your transformation CEO teacher era before the doors close in the next week or so. Join us at CaseyMorris.com. We believe that the best is yet to come, and there is room for everyone here on this online playground. Please come play along with us so that we can help you live the life of your dreams and finally make your worth. Let us know if you love this series. And if you've enjoyed listening to the show, please leave us a review wherever you get your podcast. Thanks again. Remember, the best is yet to come, and I'll see you soon.